Hi there, Darth Geekula. No, you have not stumbled across a low-budget found-footage horror movie. This is the Toy Aisle Alliance YouTube channel, and this is a Darth's Haul video in which I espouse, I don't think that's the word, on some geeky toys and such that I have acquired recently. Kind of a theme to this Darth's Haul, where it's cheap stuff that I found. Cheap Star Wars related stuff. When Disney bought Lucasfilm, one of the things they said is that they felt that Star Wars had not been merchandised enough, which seemed strange at the time because there has always been a lot of Star Wars merchandise. There have been a few lulls, but for the most part, I don't think people would think that George Lucas was terribly shy to put Star Wars on toothpaste or action figures or anything else. However, Disney thinks that they can make even more Star Wars merchandise, and I would say they might be onto something because I don't know if I've ever seen quite so much Star Wars stuff. And one of the things they're doing that's a little different is they are making some kind of low-end stuff. That maybe sounds meaner than it's meant to be, but there's a lot of new Star Wars products that are being made for discount chains, like dollar stores, discount shops, places like that. Before, you would find some Star Wars merchandise in a dollar store, but usually it was older stock, some overstock that got sold to dollar stores. Now there are being things specifically made for dollar stores. So there's a lot of Force Awakens stuff that you're finding in discount places, such as this calendar that I got, which was $1.25. If you're in the U.S., it's probably just $1. And for $1.25, I bought 2 of them. I found this at the Dollarama, which is a dollar store chain in Canada, even though it should be called the $1.25arama or more. But I guess that doesn't have the same ring to it. It's kind of an ugly calendar. It kind of looks kind of clip arty, if that makes any sense. Spoiler alert, here are the pages for the next year. But it was $1.25, so I bought 2 of them, inexplicably. I will say you can buy some much nicer calendars from Walmart for not a whole lot more, like $10. But again, $1.25. It had Force Awakens on it, and I'm a sucker. Speaking of the Dollarama, or the Dollarama Jamma, as I like to call it, and upset my daughter, because that embarrasses her. This little ornament. It's, again, Force Awakens. If you can see, it's a Kylo Ren ornament. A friend of mine just gave this to me at work. This was $2. Kind of broke the bank. But you know what? It's a decent Star Wars ornament. Feels glass or whatever ornaments are made out of. It's also filled with candy. So I will be probably getting the candy out so rats don't go after it. But there you go, a little Christmas ornament. Now, those are some kind of fun things that I don't mind that they're cheap. Now, a couple things I want to show off that actually kind of annoy me. Fast food kids' meals are always a staple of Star Wars. I think Burger King had some really cool Star Wars kids' meals that came with those kind of bobbleheads. They'd be like a Luke Skywalker bobblehead and a little X-Wing fighter kind of thing. Those are really cool. Subway has the license to make kids' meals with Star Wars toys in them, which is kind of disappointing because Subway kids' meals, toys, and promotions are usually pretty lame. They have that little bag. So for Force Awakens, they had a bag. I don't have the little bag. Had nice artwork, but kind of small. But they also had lightsabers in their kids' meals. So I thought, hey, I like lightsabers. That might be something I'll collect. Unfortunately, they only had one kind. I thought there'd be like a Darth Vader lightsaber you could collect. And I don't mean like a high-end prop replica. Just a little toy lightsaber or a little toy lightsaber hilt. Instead, you got this. There's only one. Like there's not different colors or different hilts. It was just one. It was blue. It's not glowing now because all it is a glow stick. So it glows for maybe 10 minutes. I don't know. If you're going to a rave and you're in a pinch, it's pretty good. And all the hilt is just a sticker that you apply yourself. And they're all the same. It just comes in 2 pieces. and you shove that in there, and Bob's your uncle. That is pretty lame, Millhouse. Yeah. And they're all the same color. I think they're all blue. So that was disappointing. Then Subway announced they would be having collector's cups. Now, collector's cups, that is a staple of Star Wars. I think it was Burger King that had the super cool Empire Strikes Back glasses. Now, I know we're probably not going to get a fast food joint giving out glasses anymore. So they're plastic cups. I have 2 of them. There's Rey and Chewbacca. I think you get them with your drink. I don't think you have to pay extra. They just come with medium drinks. I like the artwork. I'm a fan of that. But they are not high quality. They're almost, not paper cups, but those disposable plastic cups you get. They are close to that kind of quality. I feel like I could rip this. Yeah, that's disappointing. These would not last. I mean, these are more for display. I wouldn't even want to put the fountain soda in them. Really cheap quality. Again, I'm not expecting crystal or anything, but maybe a little harder plastic. So Subway, wow. Not being biased, Force Awakens might be the biggest movie in history, and this is the best that Subway could do. I mean, I lost that lightsaber. I don't even care. A glow stick. Cheap plastic. Wow. Whoever in marketing came up with this for the biggest movie of all time, and this is all you could come up with, I'd have to say that is the worst thing a Subway employee has ever done. Okay, maybe not the worst thing a Subway employee has ever done, but still, shame on you, Subway. These are really cheap. Anyway, that was my quick, down and dirty, cheap haul of cheap stuff. All right, guys, and hopefully I'll have some nicer cheap stuff to show later. Okay, guys, we are 2 weeks away from The Force Awakens, and I'm really excited. All right, till next time, guys. See ya.